is TwistCraftGirls. Today we are going to be doing a peel away project with paint. This is a great project to do at sleepovers, which we're doing right now. So if you don't know what a peel away project with paint is, it's a craft you can do easily with only a few materials, and hopefully you'll understand it once you see it. Without further ado, let's get started.
You will need multicolored paint. You'll also need sponge brushes, an X-Acto knife or scissors. You'll want some kind of supplies for decorating, masking tape, paint brushes, and some cardstock paper.
So as we mentioned before, today we are going to be doing the peel away project with paint. This is just an example of what it will look like when it's finished. Of course, it won't have this design unless you like this design, but I'm just going to explain pretty much how you make it. So for the border, I did adhesive back ribbon, which is just ribbon. You pull the white tab away and it sticks on, so you don't need to glue it or anything. And then you can also use decorations such as ribbon, buttons, stickers, stamps, whatever you want. And then the white lines you get from just putting on masking tape while you're painting so that those areas don't get painted, and then it leaves a cool design. So you can pretty much do any design with the masking tape that you want to fit your personal preferences, and you can customize it to your personality. Before we actually start this project, you may want to lay out newspaper or tablecloth on the surface that you're using so it doesn't get wrecked, because this project can get a little bit messy. As you can see, I've already poured the paint, but something that you might want if you're using a lot of colors is a big cup of water, so that way you can stir the brushes or the sponges in the cup of water to get the paint off. You also might want a paper towel in case something goes wrong with the paint or to dry off the brushes. Of course, you're going to want paint brushes to brush, and sponges are also good for spreading around the paint. Now that you have all your materials, you can choose the design you want to make with the masking tape. So today I decided that I wanted to do kind of like checkerboard kind of style, or like tiles, but I'm going to do it on a diagonal. To cut the tape, you could use scissors or an X-Acto knife. I personally prefer an X-Acto knife because I find that it's easier to cut with, and it won't really cut the cardstock as much as maybe scissors would if you accidentally cut it. So I'm just going to start with the masking tape, and I'm just going to make this little line, and once it's at the end of the paper, I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife. Might want to make it a little bit longer, and you can just cut a piece of tape, and there you have your beginning line. So now, as you can see, I'm done taping, and something I've already done but I recommend for you guys to do is to cut off all of the tape that may be hanging off the end. And now you're ready to paint, so pick out a few colors. I just picked out two because I'm going to do kind of an alternating theme, and I would recommend a few sponges and definitely a few paintbrushes, and then you can start painting. There's also this technique that I'm going to use. So if you have like different sections kind of in your design, it doesn't have to be like exact squares. Say you're doing like a heart with hearts around it. This is a good technique. I would just take one of your colors. I'm going to take the purple actually. And you can kind of dot where you know you're going to paint it. So I know I'm going to do this square. I'm going to do this square. This square, I'm kind of going to do a line so I can see it a little bit better. And this technique is really good because it just kind of reminds you where you're painting and where you're starting. A good tip is to make sure you're doing nice strokes, because I'm probably going to display this in my room. So if you want to display, or if you just want it to look nice and make it look like you put a lot of effort into it, keep it nice strokes and it'll make it look a lot better. So as you can see, I'm done painting, but really you guys should really take your time with this and you can make this look amazing and really cool and you can do awesome designs with it. But pretty much once you're done painting, all you have to do is let it dry. Once your paint is done drying, you can go ahead and take off all of the masking tape. So once you're done pulling off all the masking tape, you can decorate it with whatever you want. This is cardstock paper, so the paper shouldn't rip too much when you're pulling off the tape. This is why we don't use regular paper, because regular paper is a little bit more sensitive to this kind of stuff. But yeah, once you're done pulling all that out and your paint is done drying, you can decorate with little bits and pieces. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. Pretty much all I did with this is I put on some light yellow adhesive back ribbon. And again, here's the example from the beginning. So this is another one of those projects that, you know, you see all the time that it looks like it takes forever and it really takes half the amount of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye!